the fuel sender is underneath this plastic wiring holder. To remove that, first remove that screw from there. It's a HW6. This bracket is blocking the release of this, so underneath there you see there's a plastic pin, so you can just pop that up, and then same on this side, and then this lifts out of the way, and then you've got 10mm nuts over this cover, and then lift the cover up. Unfortunately, I needed to lower the fuel tank to actually change the sending unit out completely. You didn't have to completely drop the tank, you just needed to lower it a bit at the front, which is not too difficult. It's 3 12mm bolts underneath. Just put a jack under the fuel tank to take the weight of the tank, and then you can gently lower the tank down, just slightly at an angle, and you'll be able to get this off. You can use something like a chisel or a punch, and you can just hit with a hammer at an angle to turn this big plastic nut. If you keep hitting it, eventually it will spin and you'll be able to undo it. As I say, you might need to lower the tank a little bit in order to get that off. Notice there's an arrow. See that plastic arrow? Need to make sure when you put this in, you're lining this arrow up, and I believe that this is the mark that it needs to line up with. And there is actually an official tool from Volvo to align this sender, and the tool aligns with the center of the fuel pump area there, and then there's an angle, and it comes off like that. If you look at the picture of the tool, you'll see what I mean. But I think that mark also points to the same alignment as what the tool will point to. So just make sure that you have this plastic triangle lined up with that mark, otherwise you'll find that your fuel gauge is not very accurate. This connector here, that's the fuel sender wire. So if you're taking the fuel sender out, which is obviously under there, disconnect here, and then take the wire, obviously remove that cover, take the wire out of there, and then when you pull the sender out from under there, obviously the wire and the harness will come out through here and then out. You'll see what I mean. It's very simple. You just feed it through.